What is up, the world? It is your friendly neighborhood Slippgator here.
What up, peeps? It's your friendly neighborhood Slipgator here. I hope you guys are having a good day. Yeah, so we got some power armor going, but we're not going to use it at all. And there's a new texture for it in Faithful 32. So we're not going to use this power armor, actually. So, a lot of stuff and things have gone on since we last spoke, and I'm going to try to start making videos on this stuff, like, off schedule a little bit. You might see a lot more videos coming out just because I've been playing a lot more and I have a lot more to talk about. So I had to skip some stuff, and I'm gonna share it all with you. So it'll still be cool. I'll still get to share it all with you. But yeah, we have a lot of cool stuff to talk about. So as far as power armor goes, you know, I wanted to get some power armor going because if you take a look at the recipes, they're really easy to make. So you just need this wiring and iron, and the wiring is just gold cable and redstone. The gold cable is just 3 pieces of gold, so it's super easy to make, right? And then you got your tinker table, and that's pretty straightforward too. Let's take a look at it. So your tinker table, 1 emerald, 1 electronic circuit, and a machine block. I mean, these are just not tough to make. So I said, you know, I said to myself, there's my tinkery table right there. Let's get this stuff going. And so I started messing around with it. Now, when you have pieces of power armor on, you know, you need little pieces of upgrades. And so I was taking a look at some of the upgrades. So I was like, oh, I'll make an elite battery. I need the HV capacitor. And I remember those are pretty inexpensive. All of these pieces that you needed to upgrade the armor were pretty inexpensive. So we take a look at the HV capacitor. I was like, oh, it needs an energy cell frame? Well, that's not necessarily cheap. I mean, you used to be able to build power armor kind of right in the beginning of the game. The energy cell frame, I mean, you need an empty frame and you need hardened glass. That means you need an induction smelter. This is a little bit tougher. If you take a look at something like the elite shield, you need a force emitter. Let's take a look at that recipe. So force, oh wait, how's it spelled? Force field emitter. I thought I had EM in there. Oh yeah, I didn't put field. Here we go, the force field emitter. So force field emitter, still not terribly bad, but you either are going to need the ender pearls, which you don't have right now, or unattuned tesseracts, which again, you need liquid transposers, tesseract frames, which means hardened glass and induction smelting and stuff like that. So not super expensive, but not super cheap either. Not necessarily beginning game, and that's kind of good. I mean, let's be honest, it was a little OP. So I was dying a bunch, and I decided that I was going to put some diamond armor on, and then I got 30 levels for mining, and so I got haste 3 on my helmet. So great. I think that means that so that I'll have a lot of haste and throwing it away because it's totally useless. But kind of to show you some of the stuff and things that have been going on in Unleashed, I got a chance to hang out with Jassassin a little bit, and he's doing some stuff with logistics pipes, which I've always heard about, and I think they kind of got passed over. Like, logistics pipes were great for like a minute, and then Applied Energistics came out. It's just, so they're just not really, you know, no one's going to really use them anymore. But he's using them just because they're less expensive kind of than getting into an ME system, and they definitely use less power. So why don't we go take a look at what we were working on the other day.
This is all the rubber that I had to get for this. So, and then on top of that, this is the copper that we need. This is the exact amount. And I did want to tell you, we are here with Slipgator. Hello. You can speak. I think your mic might be muted.
What's up, Jassassin peeps?
Good. Anyway, he's going to help me by initiating this autocraft. So I'm actually going to move all this copper into my system. Now, right now, if we request low, if I could type, low voltage, we're actually going to request 6 of these. I'm going to click request, and it's going to say missing 324 copper, and that's actually how much we have in our hand right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add these in here, and I'm going to have Slipgator go ahead and right click on that and request 6 low voltage solar arrays, and we're going to go ahead and watch it craft here.
All right.
And go for it.
Ready to go?
Mm-hmm.
Request.
Oh God.
Successful.
All of the items. Go ahead and come down here and check this out.
I gotta see this. Oh man.
Oh, I'm a mad scientist, or that's what I feel like.
You need to do like a maniacal cackle. That's cool, man. Are they just looping or?
No, this is actually requesting the items out of the chest. They're crafting the individual pieces, and then they're all going to come down here to the bottom and craft the actual thing. So right now it's just crafting circuits. That's the last thing that it needs, basically. You can see all the cables running back and forth.
That's rad.
And it's crafting the solar panels, and they're ending up in here. If you look in here, you can see all the regular solar panels. Once this gets full, then they're all going to boost down and make the final step. So right now, the slowest part is making those circuits. But, I mean, this saved me so much time of crafting.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. That's crazy. Oh, so each one.
Yeah, each one has its own recipe.
Yep.
And here's the LV transformers that we need. So those are already ready to be crafted. And then we've got this low voltage solar array. So we're just waiting for the solar panels to be made. And then they'll pop in here, and then we'll see all the solar panels go up into that chest there.
All right, cool.
So, oh man, this is this is nuts. This is kind of like the applied energistics mod, although not nearly as quick, but it's much cheaper than the applied energistics. So, figured I might as well set this up. It's pretty simple, and this is just a simple automated thing. So I might just leave this here and get it all the way up to the high voltage solar arrays. And then have this set up at spawn for people that want to craft high voltage solar arrays when I move out.
Yeah, that would be rad. Just have like it's like a solar factory.
Yeah, so like bring all your materials and make solar panels automated.
Yeah.
So
it's pretty neat. What's like as far as expense, like how much do these things cost? Like what's the most expensive piece?
The copper probably is the most expensive part. Actually, the rubber was pretty difficult to get. I don't know if you saw how many stacks of rubber I had. I had like 9 or 10 stacks. That was a pain in the butt to get.
Yeah.
But the copper and the rubber are the two most expensive parts, and that's all due to the electronic circuits. It's still crafting circuits. Oh man, this is nuts. Actually, this used quite a bit of power. I didn't realize how much power this was gonna take.
Okay,
this was completely full on power before we started. So
it's used about 25,000 LP, which looks to be about 12,500 EU. Because it's 1 EU to 2 LP.
Yeah, but the cool thing about these logistics pipes is when they're idle, when they're not doing anything, they don't use any power, unlike the applied energistics, which constantly uses power.
Yep.
So this is pretty neat.
Yeah, it is. I've heard of the mod and I've never seen it used. It's really quite rad. And
here it goes. Here come all the solar panels. They're coming down right now.
Whoa.
And then we're gonna pop up with all the high voltage ones, or the medium voltage, or whatever they are. Oh my goodness, that's so many. And there they go. So here we go. Let's go see if we made a mess. Look, 6 low voltage solar arrays. And let's see what sort of items got spit back. Oh, not much. Okay, cool. So basically that was all automated. Let's see the damage to my resources here. Not too bad.
Where are all your rubber? Where'd all your rubber go? Oh, you still have some rubber in there.
Yeah, not too much. Not too bad though. All right, so let's go ahead and take these, and I'm gonna go ahead and plop these in my roof here. Whoops. If I could get up my ladder. Oh, you know what? I do want to take this stuff down, so let me do that. Oh, you know what? I think I need my other wrench. Oh, no, this one works. This one actually works better. Whoops. That's not what I meant to do. Either way, all right, so I grabbed the bat box by accident, or the solar panel, but let's go ahead and place these up here. Basically, this was the goal, is to get them all the way across the roof here, just like this.
The force wrench is awesome for that, because you can still pick that stuff up, and
it retains its power.
Yep, it's no big whoop, right?
Mm-hmm. All right, so we got that. Now, you know what? I do need to come down here and grab a little bit of silver. I think I have some silver. There we go. We're going to grab 2 silver. We're going to grab a diamond. And we need some glass. Oh, yeah, there was a bunch of glass in here, too. All right, we're going to create some of these glass fiber cables. Now, we should only need 6 in theory, if I did my math right, which I probably didn't. Should only need 6. Right?
7, I think.
Well, because I'm going to put the bat box right in the middle.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're right. You should only need 6 then.
You know, I should be on the ladder like you. Look how smart I am. I'm sitting here jumping, and you're just like, I'm sitting on the ladder.
Just hanging out, wondering, watching you jump.
Appreciate it.
It's 6 or a half dozen, man. You got it done. You got the job done.
Bam.
And it
Right.
still has all its power.
It does. All right, and then we've got our LV consumer, which is gonna plop right there. Whoops. Did it? What the heck? That was weird.
Did it just...
Popped out of my inventory.
Uh...
What the heck? Now I'm stuck on the ceiling. Help.
Oh, wow. Darkcraft win. Kind of.
Darkcraft, what are you doing? Help.
Are you stuck?
I was stuck up there. That was weird.
It did like the flight animation.
It's very strange. I don't even have the flight sword. All right, and then we've got our BC producer, and then this is where we'll hook up all of our lasers for our assembly table. But now we've got a bunch of solar panels, and actually I will end up using this to power the entire base here. So pretty excited about that. Now, I don't know what else I wanted to show you guys, so I think I'm going to go ahead and make a cut here, and I'll be back when I have something else to show you.
All right, cool. So pretty cool stuff. Making a solar factory, really, really neato idea. And it's just, I don't know, it's just cool. And it's nice to see something different a little bit, you know? So we've upgraded kind of to the Iron Age here at the cave. And so this is our Tinker's Construct stuff, and this is all the Tinkery table stuff we've been doing. And I ended up losing my pickaxe that I had made, so I made another one. I have reinforced 1 on it, which means it's made of iron. Durability plus 500, which means I put a diamond on it. Haste, which means that, let's go ahead and take a look. I have 50 redstone in there, so that's haste. And then luck, I have fortune 1, and that's coming from the lapis. And I've also started to make some force items, and we're going to talk about that a little bit more in a minute. But I thought also, I was streaming the other day for like 3 hours, and I ended up hooking up with Unhost and I Am Spoon, and we killed a Hydra. And Spoon had like some sort of fortune on his force armor, and look at this. I got a third of the items, so a third of the Hydra chops was a stack, a third of the fiery blood was a stack and a half, and a third of the Hydra heads were like 17. So we got some Hydra heads going on now. We got some iron furnaces just because they're a little bit easier, but this is kind of what we're going to talk about a little bit more today. Pardonnez-moi. So this is a smeltery. And it's a multi-block structure, and as you can see in there, it's full of glass and liquid glass. So if we take a look in the smeltery here, we have this, or molten glass, pardon me. So we have molten glass. Here you have your fuel here, which is lava, and then we have basically items smelting right there. So let me see, we're a little low on fuel. And right now we don't have anything really automated, so we're just putting buckets in like so. That's what she runs off of. So there's the smeltery. Let me give you an update on all the things. This is the mushroom farm that I've made for myself. So now I have mushroom juice. And then these are what are called cold cows. So there's a new item in the game called force shears. Actually, they're in my force pack. Force shears. And what force shears allow you to do is... Nope. Come back to me. Force shears allow you to shear cows for leather. Now, these guys, I didn't know, but just asked them... clued me in. They weren't growing back their leather, and I guess they need grass for that. So I got to get some grass down here. Also over here, I built a little generator system with a hopper on it to feed it coal, and I hooked that up to a macerator. Let's get that out of there. So hooked up to a macerator, and then there's an output chest right here with a hopper underneath as well. Then I have a little area here that I've been growing forest trees. And let me show you a little bit. Oh, force trees drop force nuggets, as you saw right there. And I have a force axe now with lumberjack on it. And when I hit the bottom of the tree with lumberjack, it harvests all of the leaves, or all of the wood, pardon me, instantly. So then we can let this stuff kind of fall on its own or harvest it up. And then I have my little force chest right here with some forcey stuff and things in it. And we'll talk more about that. I know, guys, I know. So I made the cows a little far away so that you can't hear them quite as well. So the smeltery. So let's talk about the smeltery here. So basically it's a multi-block macerator and furnace kind of in one. That's kind of what it is. It turns a lot of materials that are in the game into liquid, and then you can use different casts and forms to form them into things. So like when you want to make weapons for Tinker's Construct, for instance, you need to make these casts, tool rod cast, there's a broad shovel head cast. So there's a bunch of things here, and these are ingot casts, pickaxe head casts. And so you pour a liquid out. So say what you'd want to do is make iron. You put iron in there, and it makes the iron liquid. And then you'd come back here, and instead of the ingot cast in here, you'd pull that out, and you'd put your pickaxe head cast in there. I wonder if we can make glass ingots. No, we can't. So I've hooked up these casting tables to hopper systems. And so you can see down here we have some ferrous, some iron, some lead, silver, gold, all sorts of good stuff down in here. And so, yeah, so what I have going on right now is I'm making a new item, and you'll see right here, it should form in a second, yeah, and then just disappear, because again, it goes down into hoppers, it comes down here, so I'm making this clear glass. So it's just kind of the regular glass, except it has connected textures, and just with any sort of regular pick, it looks like, you can pick it right up. And I'm going to be using a lot of it for building when we're building underwater. So I've started to make it. And this item right here, see the way that, let's go ahead and pull this off. The way that these work, these faucets won't work normally unless you right click them or you provide them with a redstone signal. And so this is a redstone clock and it provides the redstone signal. Now I had it hooked up to my ingots, and I have this piston set up because I was trying to get, hold on, I can't handle the cows. I was trying to get some way that I could get the automation to turn on and off. So if I have this in here and I have molten iron, for instance, it'll form an ingot, the ingot will go into the chest, form an ingot, the ingot will go in the chest, and it does that by being provided the redstone signal. But say I've got iron in here and it's making my ingots, and then I want to do a casting of something, I might want to stop this really quickly, and I didn't want to have to break the timer, the redstone timer, the entire time. So I built this piston system right here, and unfortunately you can see the redstone clock does not, it stops the piston from moving, and the sticky piston doesn't sticky it, which is really unfortunate, because that would have been a great way to automate that. And I'm sure there's some other ways, like I haven't really looked into automating the smeltery, but I'm sure there's some other ways that you can provide the redstone signals and do that. But yeah, so for now we're kind of doing it the ghetto way, and I want to get a lot of glass going. So I have my chest right here feeding into this hopper, and this hopper is feeding into the smeltery, and then that's making the molten glass. So we're going to make a bunch of this, clear glass. So that should fill her up a little bit. Let me see if we can get it filled up again. Nope, that's as filled as it gets. So pretty cool stuff. Pretty awesome stuff. I have been expanding the mine. I don't necessarily need to go down there very much to show you. And my ink farm's been working pretty good. Not bad. Check it out. We got some inks, you know. And if you look in here now, we've got, what, almost 2 stacks of ink just from basically doing nothing. I think that once we move out of this area, I may actually hopper this entire thing out and pump it into a chest, just so that over time, slowly, we'll have some sort of ink production. It won't be massive, but you know, it's just enough, just enough. So did we get anything? Did anything fall? There's another nugget here. So we'll face this over in this direction. All right. So another new device that I thought was pretty cool, well, not device, but just item that I found, and I think we're going to be using it when we're building for a lighting source in the new build that has not been named yet, is this item here, and it's called the glass bell. So if you look in NEI, your glass bell is just simply glass shaped like that, kind of in the same pattern that you'd make like pants. So there's your glass bell there, and what it allows you to do is put items into it, and then it will display them. So there you can see I have my force sword in there, and it's pretty cool. It's displaying my force sword. But one of the things that I found I thought was pretty cool is if you put a light source in here, or at least if you put glowstone in here, it'll provide light. So you can see the BL right there is 14, 13, so 14. So it's putting out as much light as glowstone does. And so pretty cool little item, and I thought that we would use it, like I was saying, in the new build, and it works not only in that regard, but you can stick it on the side of the wall like this. I don't know, it just has like an underwatery feel to it. So I think it's going to be really cool. I think it's a really good addition, and I'm excited to kind of have it as an aesthetic piece in the new build. But for the last part of the day, what I thought we would do is come and take a look at kind of some of the other builds that we have going on in the area and just give you guys a little bit of a quick update. Now, most of the guys have been doing videos straight away. I don't think I'm going to be giving away anything that no one's shown on their own yet. But I just thought it would be cool to kind of give you guys a little bit of a tour of what's going on. So also I wanted to show you kind of where I'm going to be building my base as well. As far as there's going to be the main base in the water, and the main base will be out there, but I'm also going to build kind of the entrance to the base. So this is Corrales' house. He was streaming the other day for like 3 or 4 hours. He came online. He built this in about 4 minutes. It was pretty amazing. So he's got a really cool house build there. That's faux show. So also, we need to get some better armor, guys. We need to get some better stuff and things. I think that next time we are on online, we're going to be working on getting some force armor going. So as you can see here, Susie's utterly delicious moosh juice. I upgraded her little house a little bit. So now we have, and oh yeah, also I force sheared the mushroom. When you force shear a mushroom, you get mushrooms. They fall on the ground, but then it grows back a cow, or at least the original Susie 1 did. So now this is Susie 2's utterly delicious moose juice. Thank you so much for all of your delicious juice. You're the best. You're the best as Susie 2. So Jasassin's doing some crossbreeding of some plants over here, I guess, and he's definitely outfitted his house. He's got some cool stuff and things going on, and as you saw, he's got his solar panels working. So pretty rad. We have our enchanting area here at spawn, and then we have our nether portal as well. And then back here, Biffa's got a base going on. Whoa, you're on fire, guy. You're on fire. So Biffa's got a base going on right here, and then we have a random house of which I do not know whose it is. And then you can see D-Max down in there, and if you haven't been watching, check his videos out. I think he's going to be moving up on top of the hill that right there. But he's got the cool creeper face and some great stuff going on down there. And then Hypno, look at Hypno. He's already running solar. Piump! So he's already running solar. He's got some forest trees out there, and he's got some rubber as well. So, you know, stuff and things are coming along. I think TFC's moved off a little bit. I think Maryland's off in this direction. And I don't know where some of the other guys are, but we're definitely getting some cool stuff and things to happen here. And then, oh yeah, Hypno's already got these books going. And they're not, for some reason, as easy to make as they were. Let me see. I'll show you. I'm going to borrow one of Jasassin's books as a demonstration. Jasassin has a book. We were just playing with this. So you used to be able to just take a book and stick it in and get a link right away. And I've never seen in any game that has Mistcraft that you can't do this, but for some reason you can't do this yet. So I got to talk to Hypno. He was telling me a little bit about it. He was saying something about an ink mixer and gold dust or something like that, but I don't know. We got to figure it out. So anyway, we're going to be building our base and our entrance to stuff and things, and we're going to build it right over in this area. So we're going to build this one on top of the water, but it will be kind of like a miniature version of the larger base that'll be underwater over in the ocean over there. So yeah, we're going to build it right here, and I think we're going to do that on the next episode. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. I hope you guys like my new Halo hat. You know what? Before we go, let's change our hat. Wait, what? So pretty cool. It's a diamond on a stick. Look at that. So anyway, even though I can't see you guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. I know it was kind of quick. It was kind of like, this is what I did. This is what I did. But I want to get you guys caught up a little bit. And yeah, if you have any questions, leave them in the down there. If you liked the video, please don't forget to hit the like button. Share and favorite it as you see fit. Don't spam it on Reddit. And I hope that you guys have a great rest of your day.